I think I'm rolling now. It's going to be new. It's going to be fun. Screen capture. Here we go. So I know that I said on my YouTube site that I was going to move to more technology, AI kind of stuff. Um, and I really want to. I want to go back into cybersecurity. I want to do all of that, but I really enjoy the forestry things. So to that end, with the work I've been doing with the city of Lake St. Louis and the Parks Department, look at that. I've built GIS. Um, Tree inventory is what I'm trying to do. And I have created all of this with a couple of free apps. One is from the University of Texas. It's called Tree ID. Or no, it's not Tree ID, it's Trees Count. Um, Something like that. It's tamu.edu. Go to their forestry page. I will put the link in the description down below, probably at some point. Otherwise, I'm just going to bang this out and send it up there. I wanted to show off this inventory. It's been done. There was let's see here, they did a survey in 2015. Davy, the contractor for the city, did a survey in 2012 and 2015. They gave me the discs for 2012 and 2015. I got data off the 2015 disc. The 2012 DVD just presents itself as a blank drive. So I don't know quite what happened there, but that requires further investigation. I will see if I can get further back in time with these trees. So a couple of fun things. This is the Davy tree survey, and then I went and did some inventory on my own and collected some tree ID with the handheld app from my phone. Where is my phone? Well, now I feel naked. I don't know where that is. Could be a problem. Anyway, we'll find that later. Anyway, it's a handheld app. I'll talk more about that in another video. What do I want to show you? I want to zoom in here. Let's go. This is City Hall and Veterans Park. These are some base layers that I have defined down here. The blue parts, the blue outline here are the city of Lake St. Louis. These are the parcels that the city owns. I got these off the St. Charles County, Missouri website, pulled them straight out. Essentially got all of the shapes for polygons for St. Charles County for all of the owners. I found the ones that were only owned by the city of Lake St. Louis, which going through that database of stuff was weird because there's like 6 different names for the city. There's the city of Lake St. Louis, city of, holdings of Lake St. Louis. Like, it just was dumb. So went through it, whittled it down, found them all, pulled them out. Here they are. So these are the pieces of land. This is City Hall over here. This is Veterans Park. Veterans Park has been surveyed in the 2015 data, which is why it has all of these different colored dots. Each of those dots is a tree. Each of those colors represents some level of, let me raise this up a little bit here so you can see better. Yeah, some color of, hey, we have nothing, and then it's dead, it's critical, it's poor, it's fair. It's the condition of the tree, right, based on whatever settings that were in the application that Davy used to collect this initial subset of data. So they originally did just the parks, which is perfectly fine. We're expanding the inventory in 2024 to include all city trees, so that means City Hall as well. So I did the City Hall trees. I did with the tree ID survey. The conditions, the data doesn't line up 100%. So there's some translation work that was done, and I came up with a combined survey with all of the different types of conditions. These have no condition score, and I don't quite know what that is, but we'll get into those, I guess, in another time as we go through it. But this is QGIS, 100% free, awesome software. I totally recommend it. They have an extension. They have an app for your Android phone called, or I might even be on iOS. I don't know. I run an Android, so can't speak to iOS. But the app is called Q Field, and you can essentially create this project in QGIS here on your desktop. Whoa, I don't mean to do that. Create this project, edit all of this information here, and then using this menu here, you can upload it and synchronize it in the cloud, which, as we all know, is just a bunch of somebody else's computers sitting somewhere else that we don't own. We take that information, puts it up there, and then from your phone, you connect to, I'm going to use this little halo as the cloud. This is, I don't know. Oh, yeah, we'll just say that that's the cloud. So the cloud is here. It has data from, it has data from, I'm just figuring out my directions. This is fun, actually. It has data from this map up here, and then it has data from my phone. I could go look at it on the screen in my phone and then see this project. I would then be able to edit, say, select a tree, and I could go into these records on my phone. I could show only these records and then zoom into them. Whoa. I don't want to do that. But I could look at this guy and say, oh, no, I've lost it now. But I can look at those individual guys. I can go through each of these fields down here and add in notes. They have different types of trees. We have different types of species. You can see we have a field for common name and a botanical name. Botanical name being the Latin, and then the common name being hop hornbeam or black cherry or red oak, whatever you want to call it, where you call it. That's the common name. But the botanical name is the one that everybody refers to it. So if you go to, say, Georgia, the country, not the state, because the state is, well, even if you go to the state, you can still say, oh, it's a Prunus species. And they will say, ah, it's in the Prunus family. Got it. The genus Prunus. Fantastic. They know what you're talking about. You've whittled it down. So that's an important part to collect, as well as like saying it's a black cherry, or it's a cherry or a plum or something like that. We've got a field for the diameter of breast height, which is 4.5 feet right here for me. Bottom of your screen, 4.5 feet off the ground. Measure it on the uphill side and stay away from crotches and knots and just get a true bearing on that one. We'll talk more about diameter, breast height, and measuring another time. But there's, I got fields for maintenance. Does it need trimming? Does it need pruning? Does it need removing? Is it dead? Is it dying? Is it all of the stuff, right? There's notes field so that you can say, hey, this is a memorial tree. It was planted for Mr. Richard C. Majors, and he was amazing. He was a World War III vet, and he rode speeders on Tatooine. Whatever it is, he sounds great. I don't know. And then, of course, date and time of collection, who it was that collected these things. I'm going to have to get my numbers, my initials in there. We've got X and Y coordinates, decimal degrees, super important. The original shapefile that I got was in meters, which is fine, but I used QGIS to convert that from meters to decimal degrees, and I don't know, it worked out pretty cool. So all of that is to say, I've got a really nice start on this thing. I want to get into showing you more of how QGIS is helping us to um, do this, and how we can make it work even better. The city itself has an Arc Online presence instance. Still waiting for a seat to be able to get into there so that we could then create these shape files, upload them to the Arc Online platform, and then be able to put that on the web so that, I don't know, the residents of Lake St. Louis could go through and look at the different trees and say, oh, cool, that's a this and this is a that, and blah, 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 blah. And start building out some really cool things like tree walks and arboretums and health of the trees. And then if people are just curious about, oh, I'm standing here at this corner in the city hall parking lot, I wonder what these two trees are here in this island. I can tell you right now, they're honey locust, Gladitia tricanthus, and pretty sure I said that right. Yeah, I did. Cool. It's right. Ooh, Intermis. I think this is the cultivar. It's the thornless honey locust, the natural honey locust out in the woods. If you go find it, be careful because it's got freaking thorns on it and they can be nasty. I had a buddy of mine, he was working out at his farm. He walked across, stepped on some of the sticks, and then he had a honey locust thorn embedded in the bottom of his shoe, sticking through, poking his foot. Um, and he didn't really recognize it. He just felt like it was uncomfortable, like there was a rock in there. And 3 days later, it was infected, and he could barely walk. Um, so watch out for him. That's just a thing. So that's where I'm going to leave it for today. Lots of good stuff happening here with the Parks Department. We will get into more about the Glade. I will post other videos. I've got a whole bunch of stuff from earlier in the summer that I've been lax in uploading, but we're going to get that put together, shove it upline, online, push it online, shove it upline, get it to you for the YouTube so you can see it, and then follow along. If you have questions, put them down in the comments. Like, subscribe, whatever you want to do, I would appreciate it. Share the video, helps me in the algorithm and the building of the channel. So that's where we got it. Peace out. I'm Jack LaLanne, and I will see you in the next one.